I want to explain what I meant by um, the equanimity that I talked about in my last video, the second awakening. Um, what I experienced in this samadhi state that um, I was wide awake on the samadhi and the relative. My, I was walking and I was aware of both the absolute and the relative. And it came together so beautifully during this blissful samadhi state. And this is a fundamentally shift in perception. And this is what transformation is all about. You, you, um, it's a coming together, and never can they be apart for you any longer. When we go into the absolute state, it's like a withdrawal from the world. I was in that state for 2 years, and I know it well because I was drawn away. This is a dream, and everything is one being. Even one is too much, but you get the drift. And I was just. It was a dry state because I couldn't feel when people died. I said, "There's no death," and then something happened about 2 years later, and I went to the extreme. All these emotions came up, and I became a bleeding heart. I just like, oh my God, save the world, whatever. And well, when it comes into balance, um, it's such a relief. You can experience the absolute presence that you are, but you're not a bleeding heart. You have compassion for people, and it's true compassion. You're not trying to be compassionate. It just naturally is there, arising in you. So, this is what I mean. This a mystical experience comes and goes, but it doesn't have that transformational effect on you. And this is the difference between an awakening and a mystical experience. And, you know, we, life wakes up in us. It's not personal. It feels personal. And that's why everybody that's undergone a true awakening can say, I but it's not, they think pretty much globally because they are thinking it can happen to you too, you know, and let me help you if I can. You, you just, you know, it's, I think we're meant to share our experiences with others so that they could too not adore you. You've overcome that uh, fame or whatever you're seeking. You know, you're past that. You're there's a deep humility in sharing yourself with others, and so this is when you have nothing to hide. Um, you can share anything, and you will know if people are receiving it or they're not ready to receive this or whatever. Um, in the beginning of my spirituality, I shared everything, you know. I used to steal, and I used to just do crazy things. And a lot of people took it as that I'm a thief, you know. And when this happened to me, I just changed overnight. I had a profound awakening. I lived a whole nother life before 50. And people were suspect of me because they couldn't believe that something had happened to me that shifted me from stealing to not stealing, you know. And I used to share all this information with the group because I was sort of self-healing, you know. But I didn't understand that people would hold that against me. And several did. And it was painful. It was really painful. And then something happened along the way that you, you feel compassion for people that judge you because they're only judging themselves. And, you know, Christ said, judge not lest you be judged. That's what this means. When we judge, we're judging ourselves. And awakening can have the power to do that through that transformation. And it's ironic that people, you know, but it's a learning curve, and you have to know. Without that experience, I would not have known that people were judging me. Very spiritual people were judging me. And, you know, I didn't have a good example, you know, of stealing or not stealing. You know, I just wasn't raised. We, we were children of the Depression, and people did things that were not honest. And, you know, you learn from example, and this is something I learned, you know, and it must be okay because my parents did it, you know, kind of. So, uh, not to blame my parents, they were just, you know, they grew up poor. So, I don't know. I wanted to share that with you because um, stealing has far more meaning to me now. Um, People want to intentionally hurt people, and they're robbing their character, you know. And stealing has so much depth to it. People, um, when you've gone deeply into yourself, you open up. And I remember a woman saying, I've never even taken a pencil, but she had no problem um, gossiping, and, you know, you just open up to all these things that are hidden, and you're not ashamed of them because this is the path you took. And now um, that integrity part means a lot to me because bad things could have happened at an early age. And so it was grace that I would come to a place where I could see if everything is a gift. It's my path, and I love sharing even the deepest, darkest things we hide from each other. These will always surface when you do shadow work, and not to shame you, but to free you. And just know that you're not guilty of anything, but we hold guilt as a weapon to protect you, but it's killing you softly. These buried emotions are still there, and it's nice to set them free to shine on yourself and others, because you can only see the light when you see your own light, and this is the truth. I'm trying to find the stop recording sign. I didn't have well, I have my glasses, but I'm not wearing them because the reflection, you couldn't see my eyes. So anyway, I hope this is beneficial. You've never done anything wrong. When you pass away, the first thing you experience is love, unconditional love, and this is what you are. And if you're held in judgment for me or anybody else, or it all comes back to you because you're holding it. So let it be free, and you'll stop judging others. I love you. Bye-bye.